Howdy people. Today's video is going to be a fun one because yet again I'm doing another build that was highly requested. I got a comment on a previous video and the comment suggested that I do a little something something. That little something something is doing a build for the 100 Acre Woods from Winnie the Pooh. I love the idea. I think it's so adorable. I've been wanting to do it, so now we're going to do it today. I'm super excited to get into today's video, but if you're not already subscribed, I really suggest that you do because I post really good content in my personal opinion. And if you don't believe me, feel free to go check out some past videos, some past builds, and you can decide for yourself. But if you do like what you see, subscribing is free, guys. It's free, it's quick, it's easy, and it helps my channel out so much and helps me grow. And yeah, that's really all I have to say on that. So without further ado, let's jump right on into it. So in case you've been living under a rock, or maybe you were born yesterday, maybe you haven't been born yet, let me tell you a little bit about it. Winnie the Pooh is a fictional teddy bear, is the protagonist of the franchise Winnie the Pooh. He is an anthropomorphic. What the fudge does that mean? Having human characteristics. Okay, right. So he's a bear that acts like a human. Got it. I mean, I knew that, but I didn't know what that word meant. Anyway, he is an why can't I say that? Anthropomorphic teddy bear who debuted in Disney's 1966 short Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. He is depicted as a stuffed toy belonging to Christopher Robin, whose most prominent traits are his love of honey and reputation as a bear of very little brain. I'm really excited because I'm going to be building for the main characters in the show. Let me refresh my memory as to who the main characters are. I know right off the bat we have Winnie the Pooh, we have Tigger, we have Piglet, Eeyore, and those are the ones that come to my brain as far as main characters go, but let me just make sure because it's been a long time since I've seen it. Oh yeah, we have the rabbit, we have the kangaroo, and we have the owl. For the sake of the build, I'm just gonna stick to those four, I think. Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, Piglet, and Tigger. Those are the ones that I remembered first, so those are the ones I'm gonna build for. If you're upset about it, I don't know, you'll get over it eventually. As per usual, guys, I'm building on this lot in Del Sol Valley. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try to find another lot to build in. I did that last time. I've done that several times. And every single time I end up back here at this lot. So let me look up the 100 Acre Woods so you guys get an idea of what that's all about. It's a forest with the different homes. We have Pooh's house, we have Piglet's house, Eeyore's house. Now I feel sad because I am seeing all of these houses. I can't do homes for all of them. I feel like they're all gonna look the same. Okay, hold on. I need to think for a second. Am I about to do all of their homes? Like, are you for real right now? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, heck no. Hold on a second. Let me do this again. 7. You guys, am I about to do a two-parter? Is this going to be a two-parter? You know what? My brain can't handle this. Let me go back to the map so I can get an idea of what we're doing here, okay? I am seeing some streams, some water streams. Let's start there. Let's just start there. And these really need to be tiny, so we're making tiny, tiny homes today, you guys. We're gonna have Piglet's house over here. We have Eeyore's house over here. We have Owl's house here. We have Pooh's house back here. Rabbit's house here. Kanga's house back here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we might have to do some adjustments here. We'll do Pooh's house here. I don't even care. Okay. Rabbit's house here. Kanga's house here. Okay. And then we'll do Tigger's house back here. And then a bunch of trees and all that jazz. I think we're going to start with Piglet. Because I'm doing 7 today, you guys, I'm going to be doing a two-parter. I'm sorry, I don't want to do it, but I have to because this is insane. So in today's video, I'm going to be finishing the entire exterior, and in my next video, I'll finish the interiors. Okay, here's Piglet's house. Voila, she lives inside of a tree. I'm sure you're aware that's not a possibility in this game. Okay, I can't put a house inside a tree. So I have to find a way to make it look like it's part of a tree. So we're gonna do a standard universal trick for tree houses. And we're gonna start with a stump. Maybe this stump. We're gonna have to build a platform. And if I want this to look like part of the tree, am I gonna have to do a rounded house? Just what I wanted to do. Well, we'll go ahead and throw a roof on it, even though I'm just gonna stick a tree on top, but that's okay. You know what? That's what it's gonna be, you guys. I need to find wallpaper that's gonna sort of match what we've got going on here. So definitely a wood. These are from Horse Ranch, by the way. This is the situation that we have. Here's a dilemma, okay? Her tree is significantly lighter in color. We don't really have that. Like, it's either darker or white. Not really the vibe I'm going for. You know what? That might just have to be Piglet's house. I might hate it, but what do, you know? I do see that she does need a little mailbox, so I am gonna add a plain mailbox for her right there. No, I'm not making a house for Christopher Robin. I'm just not. So next up, we're gonna do, I guess, Winnie the Pooh's house, which I'm just gonna do right here. So Winnie the Pooh, he also lives in a tree. Okay, but his house is like sort of built out of the tree, like going back like this. Let's start by picking a tree, I think. This one. I'm gonna do it a little differently. Looks like he's got a red door. Kind of like this, actually. Oh, I like this one too. I actually think I like this door. So I decided to do a little bit of landscaping. Obviously, it's nowhere near done, but I wanted to see if I can pull it together and get it to a point where I actually like it. And I feel like we can get there. I'll be honest with you, I don't love Piglet's house, but in general, it's like there's not much to it other than that, like it's in a tree, and there's only so many ways I can do that. I'm still working on Winnie the Pooh's house. I added this cute little stumpy thing here from, I think that's Enchanted by Nature as well. I did add a bridge back here, and I added a little sign. This is supposed to say Mr. Sanders. Oh, it might be kind of interesting to use this like this branch thing. Oh, you know, I didn't really think about that. Like sizing it down and making it workable. That actually makes it look a little bit more interesting. Next thing that I'm going to need is actually like a little red window. I'm thinking of the one from Cottage Living. We'll go ahead and do that one. So like we're all going to agree that it's not going to look exactly like it's supposed to, but it's going to be cute, and that's really all that matters. So I need a bell. Oh, and there's like a little sign too. Oh, and there's honey pots. So for the bell, I decided to use this lantern light. I feel like that works really well. And then I found this little sign. We'll go ahead and use that. That's the one that's going to say ring also. Now I need to add honey pots. These are the different pots that I've found so far. I know that we have more, so I'll add them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use tool mod, and I'm going to rotate these. I think we can make that work for the pot. In this picture, I'm seeing some like raised terrain right here. I'm thinking about raising some terrain. Yeah, like that. Okay, that's looking really, really precious so far. I definitely need some more pots, but I'm liking how this is looking so far. Okay, I've done the pots and lots of landscaping on this side. Obviously, we've still got a lot to go, but I think so far it's looking really cute. I also added some details to Piglet's house. Obviously, this isn't exactly what the house looks like. I'm taking creative liberties, as I always do, just to make it a little more interesting. I'm also looking at the map again, and I'm seeing that right here, there's a little thing called Where the Woozle Wasn't. It's been a long time since I've seen Winnie the Pooh, I'll be honest, so I don't really know exactly what that means. I guess what I can do, because what I don't want to do is like block the vision of the houses. Like I want them to be visible from the front. We do have these small trees that I could add. Maybe we can just do a group of these trees since they're not like super huge. Now that we've addressed that, there's a spot on the map that says Pooh Trap for some sort of creature, heffalumps or something. So there needs to be like some sort of trap, I guess. On this trap, I believe it's some sort of water creature trap, whether it's like a lobster trap or a fish trap. I'm not really sure. It's some sort of water trap, but it's the only thing that I could find. I added a little bench to this side, some more honey pots, and I think it might be kind of cute to add the bee window on this wall right here. I love it. That's adorable. Oh, and then I do want to add the honey bee box. We'll go ahead and add my bee box maybe there, or I could add it over here as well. Let's go ahead and just move on to the next house. I think the next one is going to be Kanga's house. So Kanga's house is very similar to Piglet's house, except I'm seeing in this image we've got some boxes and furniture outside, and we've got this little overhang here with some fencing. My first course of action is to figure out what tree I'm gonna use. I have to figure out how I want to do this house. Again, it's like a similar situation to Piglet's where it's built into a tree and there's only so much I can do with that, unfortunately. So I'm thinking about maybe doing similar to what I did with Winnie the Pooh's house and building like a shell back here, and then maybe I'll do a basement level as well. I don't mind this one. I like the idea of this. You see my vision here? This is kind of just for show. She's not actually going to be living in here, I don't think. I'm definitely just going to utilize my basement level. This is like the perfect little place to put a door. Oh, we also have this one. Ooh, that might actually be prettier or better looking for Piglet's house. This is the reclaimed wood wall from the Nature's Calling event. For this house, where's the birch wall? Here it is. Let's go ahead and add a door. And I need to also add an overhang. Yes, it's like this one. It really just looks like an open archway like that. And some columns, maybe these ones. Although, I can't get it to place properly. Listen, here's the deal, okay? I want to make this build look as good as I possibly can, which means, unfortunately, I have to sacrifice some functionality. For example, this house, because the tree is quite literally in the house, your sim is actually not really able to go inside. So if you were to use this build, you would probably need to teleport your sim, but I want the build to look good, so we're gonna just have to make some sacrifices. Now I need to add a white fence. We're gonna do it like this, which is not exactly how it looks, but again, with my creative liberties, that's what I'm doing. Let's add a mailbox first. It's like a double mailbox. It's got one that looks sort of like this at the base, so we'll add that. And then we'll take the standard mailbox like this. We're gonna size it down and raise it up and connect it like that. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. And then she's got like furniture and stuff in her yard. In this particular picture, I don't think she's got it all the time, but we've got some boxes and some chairs and a stool that's flipped upside down. We've got these chairs. I do need to grab some boxes. We can add some of these. Okay. It's starting to look really cute. I did add some landscaping around. I did change the door. Well, I changed it from an arch to a door because I did see a photo with a door. So I went ahead and added that one because I thought that one was cute, and it looks so cute from this angle as well. Added an extra branch from the new Enchanted by Nature debug. Now that we have Kanga's exterior out of the way, let's go ahead and do the rabbit's house. So similar to the other houses I've done, the rabbit's house is also in a tree, it looks like. Got like a clothesline out there, a wash bin. Luckily, we have these things in The Sims, which is great. I don't want it to be exactly the same. I don't want any of them to be exactly the same. I mean, I could add a tree on top like this, and then maybe we make it rounded. I mean, I could do that one, or I could do this one. Which one do I personally like better? I personally like this one better. That's the general shell. I used that birch wallpaper again. What I also want to do is just add a little bit of a raised terrain in certain areas. Now I need a door. Maybe we'll do that one. And then I need an overhang. I do have this one from Horse Ranch, which isn't bad. There are also some like branches coming out of the ground. So I do want to address that. I can maybe use these from base game. Oh, and then there is a drainage pipe. I forget what pack that came in. I think that came in businesses and hobbies. Yeah, it did. This right here that I'll go ahead and add. Now it's time to add our details. I do want to do my little path. Okay, perfect. The next thing that I'm gonna need is a clothesline and the little bucket. Okay, so I found the clothesline and the little wash bin. I added those. And then for this area, I'm actually going to move this branch here and we're going to start adding some of these plants. I wish we had little like signs I could put in them. I just don't know that we do have anything like that. The only thing I can think of are the signs for fishing, these. I guess I could use these to put inside of the little pots. We're going to raise these up. Maybe I could keep one empty. We'll go ahead and do that. Okay. That's supposed to be like a little carrot sign. Okay. Done some work. I added a cute little seating area over here. I did end up finding this carrot plant in the gallery. So I added that as well. A little sign here. I added a barrel here because that's kind of what I'm seeing in this picture. And I added this sign as well because in the picture I just showed you it says like a protest meeting today. So that's what that's supposed to be. I think that's going to do it for the exterior of the rabbit's house. Also, I wanted to show you a little hack that I did, or a little thing I did to get these clothes to hang on this clothesline. I added these clothes on this clothing rack from Horse Ranch, and then I sized it down as far down as it will go. And I lowered it using Tool Mod just so that the clothes would be hanging on the line. And then I just added a rock over that. Also, I did put some lighting in different areas, and the mushrooms light up too, which is so cute. So far, this world is looking adorable. So the next thing that I want to do before I move on to the next house, I kind of just want to finish up this side. There is on the map, if you look here, it says Sandy Pit where Roo plays, which is Kinga's child. And then behind that is going to be a nice place for picnics. So I think I'm going to do the sandy area right here, just like a small one. Maybe it can go back into this area. And then back here is going to be our place for picnics. We'll wrap it around like this. You know what might actually be a better way to do it is if I lower this a little bit, if I make it like a sunken sand pit, something like that. Yeah, we've got like these sand messes. I'm gonna add a couple of these. We'll put our picnic blanket over here. And then I do want to add like an actual picnic table as well. We can just do maybe this one from Outdoor Retreat. It's a big old cooler. We're going to add that sort of by the tree. I could add this swing set. I think that's a cute little picnic area. So I added some more details in the like little river area. I added a bunch of waterfalls because I think that looks so good. And I also added some to these small like pond areas. Now that I'm done, I think officially with the left-hand side, we're going to move on to the right-hand side. Back here, I see that there is a bee tree. So I went ahead and I added this tree that's supposed to be our bee tree, and I'll actually add some of these bee boxes so that bees will swarm around it. Super close to the tree, like super close. You can see the bees. The thought is there. Let's go back into build mode and let's start working on our next house, which looks like it's going to be the owl's house. So here is the owl's house. So this one's actually built in the trees. So like similar to what I did for Piglet, but I think I'm going to do this a little differently just because I don't want any of the houses to be the same. So I first and foremost need to pick a tree that I feel like I could build on. Hold on, you guys. Let me just think for a second. If I do something like that and then I add like a platform, I don't even really need to do all that. This is literally the branch. to this. The top piece that I'm going to use for the tree, but I'll do that after I'm done. I added my platform. This is going to look so good. Let's start by building the shell. The shell is very simple. So we're going to have, is it just a square? Actually, let's add our roof piece. It is just a gabled roof, like so, and it does have a slight curve, nothing too crazy, but a slight curve. I'm gonna lower it a smidge, and then we're gonna copy and paste. So this house is yellow. It's got a yellow, very raggedy siding, sort of like this. Actually, this is from Werewolves. Let's grab a door, and the one from Werewolves looks basically exactly like it. So we'll do that, and then there's a rounded window up top here. We can do the one from Cats and Dogs. That should be just fine. We'll do the same chimney we've been using on so many of them, which is the new one. Fabulous. The other detail that I'm seeing is that there's like planks going up the tree to get up to the platform, which we obviously can't do in The Sims. So I'm thinking about just adding a ladder just like that. Okay. I feel like that looks pretty solid. I love that we got this debug item. I think that's so fun for this type of build. Now that I'm done with my owl house, we're gonna go ahead and move on to Eeyore's house. I also added some lights to these bridges because I think it adds a nice little touch. Let's look at Eeyore's house, which I know off the top of my head is not much of anything. It's like sticks, if I remember correctly. This is Eeyore's house. So we're obviously not going to do that, but I can do like an A-frame house. So let me just put together an A-frame house and see how it goes. Okay, I think that's gonna be the basic shell. And then for the roof, it's literally sticks. Like it's made out of sticks. So I don't know how I'm going to portray that. I could just do this thatch roof. And then for the wallpaper, I'm definitely thinking of this one, or I could even do one of these. I think I might like that better. So for a door, I could give him one of these from Enchanted by Nature. So here's what I've done so far. Can we just take a minute? Let's just take a minute, let it sink in. How cute is this little world? Here's Eeyore's little house. Again, it's not like a stick shack, but it's close enough. I did add a bench here, a little planter box. You've got this little fire pit thing. And then I did add a bathroom out here in the event that I'm not going to have enough space for one in here, because I don't think I want to make a basement level for his house. So we'll just have an outdoor bathroom. I did do a little bit more landscaping over here. I added this cute cave back here. I don't know. I thought that was kind of fun. So now that I finished the exterior of Eeyore's house, let's do the final exterior on this lot, which is going to be for Tigger. So here is Tigger's house. Similar to the owl's house, his house is built up on a tree, but this one should be a little easier because the tree isn't so tall. I'm thinking about maybe facing his forward. What about that one tree? This tree has an interesting like shape to it. Okay, let's try this out and see what happens. I can see if I can make that work. This is going to be so small. I think it's a good thing I added this bathroom, because if the houses are too small to add one, I'm just not going to, and they can just come out and use this bathroom back here. That's going to be my plan, because I just feel like these houses are going to be really small. He's got a gabled roof. We're going to go ahead and curve it. Let's pick a wallpaper, and it's like a very tattered looking wood. Oh, there's that one from Island Living. That's not a bad option, actually. We've got like a door that's shaped like this, and it's just a wooden door. I think we're just gonna have to make one of these work. The next thing that I'm seeing I'm gonna need is just like a random barrel up here. So random. And then now I need some sort of wooden window. I can do like one of these, which might not be a terrible idea. Maybe I'll do that one. And we've got, I'm pretty sure exactly what I'm seeing on the picture, this little thing. That Okay, let me find a tire. We'll do this one because it's kind of worn. Okay, cute. Now I need some sort of something to attach it. Okay, so I went ahead and used this rain chain from Snowy Escape as my way of holding up the tire swing. Some terrain paint to the ladder. We'll add more of these plants. I'm gonna keep this area open right here. I do think I want to size it up a little bit. It's bit small. Ooh, I need to add some more of those smaller trees over here to sort of round out the whole area. Let's add this tree up at the front here so it like releases a bunch of little birds. Maybe we'll add a rake over by the owl's house because I think this tree lets out a lot of leaves, so I put some leaf piles because that's what I kind of saw in the pictures. Okay, mailboxes. We will give him this one from Werewolves. Okay, you guys, I think I'm officially done with my Winnie the Pooh 100 Acre Woods exterior. I love the look of this so much. We'll do a brief overview. Here we have our river with all of our fountains going. I love that. We have our Where the Woozle Wasn't. Is that the name of it? First house on the block is for Piglet. Again, this one was kind of tough. I didn't really know how to go about this house, but I feel like it works. It's fine. This little pond right here with our fountains from Riviera Retreat. Down over this way, this view right here is so pretty with all of the trees. It really does look like you're in the woods. I love it. So coming this way, we have Pooh's little trap, a beehive right there, and then here is Winnie the Pooh's little tiny home. I think this looks adorable with all of the pots on the ground. Over to this side by this door, we just have, this is like the real entry to the house. The other door is not really functional because of the tree, but they can actually get in through this door. We have some more pots, some seating. It looks so cute. We have another pond right here with the fountains. That leads us to KGAs House. This is the kangaroo and her child Roo. I think this one turned out interesting to say the least. I wanted to do them all differently, even though all of them kind of have some sort of tree element. I didn't want to do any of them the same. So hopefully that worked out in your opinion. But this house in particular, I know is not functional. So if you were going to play with this lot, major adjustments would need to be made. Picture that I was looking at had like some boxes and furniture and stuff outside, so I went with that route. We have our cute little double mailbox right there. Right over here we have our little picnic area that's actually on the map. I think this turned out really cute. We have a swing set, a picnic table, a picnic blanket. And then lastly on this side we have the rabbit's house. I did add the clothesline. I added the little wash bucket. Over to this side, we have a seating area with that bench from Outdoor Retreat. That is this side of the lot. I think it's beautiful. Oh, and then we have the sand pit for Roo to play in. Let's go across the bridge. You can see the bees if you look very closely. There are bees around the bee tree. Okay, coming over to this side, we've got this cute little area. These hay bales are actually chairs, so your Sims can sit on them. The owl's house. So I used, as I'm sure you saw, I used the debug tree from Enchanted by Nature to build up this tree house thing. It actually worked out really well. It's a house. It is a house. Okay, coming down this path, we do have our outdoor bathroom. For any of the houses that can't fit a bathroom, they can go here. And then there's also, ew, is it like stinky in there? Oof. You know what? Accurate though. So they can use those, and then as far as dining, we do have that little picnic area. So any houses that don't have room for bathrooms or dining, got it covered with this really stinky, smelly bathroom apparently. Moving on down this path, we get to Eeyore's A-frame house. Again, Eeyore lives in like a stack of sticks, like a stick teepee. I'm not doing that. I can't do that. That's not a thing. So I built an A-frame house because that's the closest thing I can think of to like make it work. So here it is. I think it's cute. Little planter box. And then coming this way, we've got this pretty little river going into this cave back here. I thought that was kind of a fun little touch. I don't know. Okay, let's go across this bridge here. So coming over here towards Tigger's house, we've got this little water well thing here. We have a seating area. We do have a fire pit back there, a tire swing, and the birds going nuts. And then, of course, here we have Tigger's actual house in the tree. This is probably one of the better trees to use for something like this because of the way that it like sits. It has like a little swoop in it. And then I just added another branch, which you can't see. There's the extra branch that I added just to look like it has a little more support. I think it looks so cute, you guys. That is completely it for the exterior. I love it. Now, when I go to do the interior, if there's anything that I learn about the characters after doing the interiors, I can add some stuff outside. I may add a couple things outside to play into their likes and hobbies and stuff like that. But for now, this is the entire exterior. I really hope that you guys love it. I think it looks adorable. Anyway, guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the part 1 of this build. I'm so glad that it was suggested to me. Such a good idea. Can't wait to do the part 2. Let me know in the comments down below which one you're most excited to see finished. And if there's any ideas that you might have for any of the houses for the part 2, let me know. With that being said, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye.